Ronnie. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. Right. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. Let me share my screen first.
Okay.
Uh, as Bill mentioned just now, my name is Ronnie. I'll be leading the training for today,
Mm.
and some of the topic that I'll be covering today mainly on the how you can manage the content of the website, the
Okay.
product, as well as the orders management in terms of
Okay.
the WooCommerce portion. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see on your screen right now, this is how the website looks like when a normal visitor come in. So
Mm-hmm.
for you yourself, if you want to access it like a site admin, you need to go to this URL portion and add in this command called slash mlogin.
Slash what? Sorry.
Mlogin. Mlogin.
M login.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then once you click on that, you'll be taken to this page, this login page. Then you key in the credential that will be given to you by Bell after the training, and then you can click login. You'll be taken to this dashboard page again. So basically, this is the back end of the website where all the settings are located at.
Okay.
And then for us to go back to the homepage that you see earlier, you need to go to this house icon
Mm.
and click on visit site.
Okay.
And then you will see the homepage again. The only difference compared to earlier is that you will see this black bar over here. So
Okay.
whenever you see this portion, it means that
Mm.
you already log into the website and then you can do some editing over
Okay.
whichever part you wanna. Yeah.
Okay.
So clear so far in terms of like logging in.
Mm.
Okay, so the first thing
This
I'll
one
be
is actually we are using WordPress, right? You guys are using WordPress for my website, right?
yeah, correct.
Okay.
Mm. So the first thing I'll be sharing with you today is a thing called design setting. So
Uh
for
huh.
us to access the design setting, you need to click on this customize button on top over here.
Okay. Mm.
And then you will see on the left side will be the control panel. And this one
Mm-hmm.
is the preview mode of the website. And
Okay.
of course, you see on the left side, there's a lot of different settings. But the one that we will take note of today is header and style. So
Okay.
we go to the most basic, which is style. In
Mm.
this setting, there are two things also you want to take note, which is colors and typography. So
Mm-hmm.
for colors, this is where you can set primary and secondary color for your website. So you can see currently set to black and pink.
Okay.
So a lot of different items or elements within your website are being affected by these two different colors. So
Okay.
some are text, some are buttons. So you can see the buttons are
Okay.
either the black color or the pink color.
Okay.
So let's say you want to change it in the future on either of the preset color.
Uh
You
huh.
click on this select color button, and then there are two ways for you to do it. One is using this drag and drop function.
Okay.
You click and then you change the color.
Mm-hmm.
Or secondly, if you're familiar with color code, you can find the color code of the color that you want, and then you key in it over here.
Okay.
So my suggestion is to always go for this color code because it's more precise in terms of the color
Okay.
that you want. So if you're not too sure where you can find it, you can either look it on Google. So for example, maroon. If you want to use maroon color code, it will generate the color code for you.
All right. Okay.
You can just key in, and then once you're happy with it, you can either publish it
Mm.
or you can save draft. So means when you publish, the changes will take effect immediately. If you
Okay.
save draft, let's say when I save draft like this, it will generate a preview link by
Okay.
which you can share with your colleagues or your team to see whether or not the changes make sense. If you're okay with it, then you publish, or you can schedule it to specific time frame as well.
Okay.
And then if you're not happy with it, you just discard the changes, and then the setting will revert back to the
Okay.
old state. Yeah. So that's it for colors. Next
Mm-hmm.
portion would be typography. Typography related to the font family that are being used for your website.
Okay.
There
Mm.
are two types of font that are being used. One is headline, and another
Mm.
one is base. The difference between those two, headline is the basically the section title,
Mm.
and
Base.
base is the body
Okay.
text.
All right.
If you want to change either one, you just open up this drop down menu. And then there's a lot of different options you can play around now. So you
Okay.
just see which one works for you, then you choose
Okay.
from there. And then another setting is this variant.
Mm.
Variant is a setting whereby you can set the thickness of the font. So either you make it as thin as you want or as thick as you want. It's really up to you. And then again, once you're done, you just either publish or save draft.
Okay.
So that's basically for style, color, and typography. You got any question regarding these two things?
Don't have. Mm.
Okay. Then we move on to the next part, which is the header setting. Header refers to this portion where you see the logos, the menu header, and the buttons that you see over here. So when you click on header, at the bottom here, there's a header builder will pop up.
Mm.
And because the current environment that we use to build your website is called UX Builder,
Mm-hmm.
UX Builder come with this type of layout where you have three different sections for a header. So
Okay.
you can choose either to utilize all the section, or you can utilize a couple of them. Like for example, your website, we utilize two head, the top bar and the header main.
Mm.
So what you can do in this setting is first you can rearrange the different elements. So what I mean by that, let's say for example this button, right?
Mm.
You no longer want it to be here. You can actually hide it and put it inside this section. This is what we call not in use section. So means anything that we use to build a header that are not being used will be stored over here.
It's not in where? Sorry.
There,
I
not in
Huh?
use section. At the bottom here, you see the bottom not in use section.
Wait, I can't see. Oh, okay, can.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then if you
Mm.
want to put it back, and then you just drag it back to the previous position. Same
Mm.
goes, let's say you see the top right here, there's three different elements. You got the heart shape, the user icon, and the card icon.
Mm. Mm.
You can also rearrange the different orders. You just drag it and drop it to the
Okay.
position that you want,
Okay.
like so. Yeah.
Okay.
And then next is you can change the logo. So let's say you have a new logo design in the future. You
Mm.
click on this logo button, and then you see there are two different versions.
Mm.
One is the normal one. Another one is light. So light it here refers to the one that, let's say for example, your background is white, so you need to use
I'll use the
the
black one.
and then if it's colored like
Uh,
this, then you need to use. So in the future, if you want to change the logo, remember to change both version. So you just click on the select image.
but the position of the logo, how do we adjust it? On top, is it?
This one is it?
Yes. How do we change the position?
This one is already fixed unless you see this logo position setting.
Uh-huh.
So there, for this particular theme that we use for your website, there are only two different layout lah. So it means either like this or make it
On the
center like this.
center. Okay. This is the template, is it? You when you build my website, you use a template, is it?
Yeah, this the theme template lah, theme.
Okay.
Because every website you need to use theme to build. Yeah, so this is the theme itself lah. So maybe in the future, if you really want to revamp your website on your own, you can go to like theme marketplace. Then you look for themes that more or less like the one that you envision. Then you buy the theme. Then you build from there. Yeah.
Okay.
So coming back to the logo earlier, if you want to change, you just click on select image,
Mm.
and then there are two ways for you to do it. Either you use the media library or upload a new file. So means media library is something that you already uploaded before,
Okay.
and then if it's something totally new, then you can directly upload from your computer. And then if you're not too sure, because right now you can see your logo has a specific dimension, you can always double check again with your current one. So for example, next time before you instruct your designer to design a new logo, you can always check back the size that you have right here. So you just tell your designer to follow this size, then you won't have to worry whether or not it will fit this
Feet or
size.
what?
Yeah, so you just follow the same size, then it should be okay already. So same goes like earlier. Once you're done, you just publish, or you can save draft from here.
Okay.
And then for this menu header, for us to edit the content over
Sorry,
here, right?
Ronnie, I missed the step on how do you actually go to the upload the files that site? Is it from select image?
Yes, you click on select image, and then you'll see this
Okay, the
thing
media
pop up.
library is there. Okay.
Mm.
Mm,
Okay, and coming back, so to edit the menu items that you see over here, the menu header, we need to close this setting. Okay, and then we go to the back end. So for us to go to the back end, you see this Revive Beauty Hub
mm,
text. You just click on this dashboard page.
okay.
And then what you want to look on the left side is the appearance setting. You see this appearance setting?
Mm,
And then you click on menus.
mm,
Okay, so let me open up the. Okay, so you have these different items. So one, two, three, four, five, six main item. So you can always see one, two, three, four, five, six main item. So let's say, for example, in the future you have a new item you want to add on.
uh,
How do you add it? Is just
add
by
to custom
you just click on this custom link,
custom link.
and then
Okay.
here under link text you can name it. So for example, for this demonstration, I just put test one, and then here URL, right, is the page you want your user to go to when they click on the particular tab. So for this one, I just put a dummy one. So you just click on add to menu, and then by default, the positioning will be at the last position over here. So when you save menu over here and you refresh your page, it will automatically sort it at the end over here.
Mm,
And then if you want to rearrange it, you can, let's say, for example, you want it to be in between our story and nails. So you
mm.
just drag it and put it in between our story and nails like this, and then you save menu again.
Ronnie, you hang on.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, Ronnie. Yes, I'm back.
Yeah, can. So let me recap again. So if you want to change the position, you just drag it to the position that you want, and then you save menu. And
Mm,
here, let me save it again. And here you refresh your page. You will see it will move to the position that you want.
okay.
Mm. And then lastly, for this setting, is to make sub item like what you see here for face and body. You have this sub item. So if you want to make a sub item, all you need to do, you just go to the menu just now. You look for the main item you want to use. For
Okay.
example, let's say I want to use nail. I want to make a sub item
Ah,
of nail. So I just drag it below nails and then put it slightly inside, like
okay.
until you see this sub item text
Mm,
over here.
okay.
Then here you refresh again, and then you will see nails will have another drop down menu. See,
Actually, this is much easier than the previous WordPress, huh? Do they
this one.
improve the
So
version, in the design, or this is
previous,
another version?
no. The reason why you probably think it's more easier is because the theme that we use means the builder. Like I mentioned earlier, is UX builder. So UX builder is more user friendly, lah, in terms of like it's easier for you to learn along the way
Sorry,
compared
what
to
is it called? Excluder?
UX builder.
U or UX builder?
Hmm.
UX builder.
So and then in the even in like online resources, like if you Google UX Builder, there's a lot of documentation you can and tutorial you can follow. So that's why we normally use UX Builder for our clients. Then they can easily learn and manage it their own once we
Mm,
handed them the website. Yeah.
okay.
Hmm. So, and then lastly is for this portion, right? You can make sub item of sub item. So what I
Mm,
mean by that is like, let's say for example, you have facial over here, sub item. You want to have another sub item for facial. You just drag it below, and again you similarly put slightly inside.
mm,
Then when you save menu, there will be another level of sub item.
So to create one header, one sub, we or whatever heading that we want from this, we just go to custom link and create first. Then after that, we insert into the different place that we want. Is it?
Yes, correct. So you just, if anything new, you just click custom link, and then you put the name and then the page link. Then you add to menu, and then because the default position will be last, that's why if you want to change the position, you just drag and drop it somewhere.
But when we create, but you will then when we want to create a new page, so we have to create a new page first. Then we get the link, then put inside, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So to create a new page, is it just now there's one icon on page, like new or something?
So to create a new page yourself, my suggestion is always to use like an existing page. So what I mean by that, if you go to the back end, you see this pages setting. Then you have a lot of different pages already
Yes,
made.
so copy lah, right?
So you duplicate and then you edit the content. It's more simpler that way.
So
Otherwise, you have to build it from scratch. So you have to create the layout, you have to create the background. So very mafan for you.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we've gone through the header, next part would be this footer portion where you see your logo over here. So this one slightly different compared to what we did with header just now. The reason why I say is because whenever you hover your mouse to this footer option, you see this edit block footer. What you want to do is click on this UX builder. And then once you open the UX builder setting, then you can basically edit the entire thing already. So for the footer. So what we want to do, I share with you one by one. So first is logo image that you see. So for this one, it's very straightforward, simple, similar to what we did for the header just now. You just click on the image, and then you just click change media over here, and then the setting is pretty much similar. So either you can upload a new one or choose from the media library. And then here is the text. Text is quite simple also. When you click on the text, you see this open text editor. And then you can just directly edit it like a normal text editor tool. So, And remember earlier we have set like primary, secondary color. So let's say you want to use this, you want this text to be using the primary or secondary color. You just highlight this portion, and then you see this format option, and then you want to look for this text color. So you see primary color, secondary color. So you can just choose like so, or you can choose from here as well. But this one is quite mafan as well. That's why we have the primary, secondary color preset earlier, so that it's like act like a shortcut for you.
You hang on, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah.
Until 4. Yeah. Is this ready? Issue. Issue. Yeah, issue. This is inside.
Yeah, Ronnie, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, then change the text. Okay.
So once you change the text, right, and then you click OK, to save it, you need to click on Apply.
Okay.
And update. So there are two steps for you to do the saving for the content over here.
Mm.
But compared to the design setting that we did earlier, because the design setting have save draft function, for UX Builder itself, it doesn't have any save draft function. So anything that you do, right, is finalized. So make sure anything you want to do, you just think it through before you do it on the website, because there's no like revert button. Yeah.
Okay. So what is done is done now. You will have to.
Correct. Unless, if let's say for example, before you click on apply and update, right? Let's say you make a mistake, only then only you can undo it here, like you see this undo button.
Okay.
But only before you click apply and update.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, the second column and the third column is a little bit the same. So the reason why, because you can see the elements that are being used is text. So for text, right, you just do it like normal text editor.
Okay.
And then this one, menu links, works similar to like a button, whereby you can just click on it, and then you can change the text directly over here, and then the link you can
The
put.
link there. Okay.
And then again, apply and update. Same goes with this one.
Okay. Then if I want to add in more text, how do I actually do it?
You can see. Yeah. So for example, the menu link over here, you want to have another one, right? You just plus button over here, and then you see this menu link. So you just click on this, and then you put the name, and then put the link.
Oh, okay.
And then if you want to delete, you just click on this gear icon, and then you click delete.
Okay.
And lastly, this one, business hour, is pretty much straightforward as well, because it's a text element. So you can just, you just type it like a normal text editor.
Okay.
Yeah. Any question regarding the footer?
No.
Okay,
When I do, then I will have question. Now.
Yeah. So this one,
just absorbing what you're saying.
So as I mentioned, the UX Builder itself is very user friendly. So you just need to practice a few times for you to really understand how the elements works, basically. Then you can just try and error. So what my suggestion for you, right? Once you have the access for the website, you go to the pages over here. You just create a duplicate and then set it to private, and then you can use the private page, right, to practice on.
Private, set it to private.
So let's say you duplicated a new page, and then here under quick update, quick edit, you see this status.
Yeah.
Either you put draft, or you can put private. You see here.
Oh, okay.
And then you click on update. Then you won't have to worry that your user will find the page.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've gone through the header and the footer area, the next part will be the middle of the page over here. So for us to edit it, you need to open the UX Builder, similar to what we did with the footer. So how do you do that is, you see this edit page over here, and then you click.
Okay, UX Builder.
Yeah, click edit with UX Builder. And then before I share you further, you may have noticed some of the patterns of content used for your website. So what I mean by that, doesn't matter it's your website or other people's website. These three elements always repeating in those websites. So what I mean by that is you will always see like images, you will always see text, and you will always see buttons.
Hello. Are you sure? Again? I got one.
Yeah, okay, Ronnie, carry on.
All right, can. So as I mentioned earlier, so whenever you see a website, right, you will always see these three different patterns where you see images, text, and buttons going around. So similar to your website, you will always see images, text, and buttons, and the pattern will always repeat. So the way we edit those elements, right, is pretty much the same throughout the website. So as you can see, based on the footer just now, you already learned two types already, means the text and the image. So it doesn't matter on any part of the website. Let's say you want to change the banner image over here. Just click on the image.
Okay, Ronnie, let's try changing be in good hands. I want to change the font style. Yeah, so I click on it, and then the at typography, right? Then
But this one, right?
uh,
You cannot change the font individually like this because do you remember earlier the design setting?
the customize, we use the template lah. That's why this one we cannot change the text.
Yeah, because this one, that particular setting is a global setting.
Okay.
So if you want to change that one, right, you change the font type, it will also change the entire website setting.
So I can take this out, and then can I do something like a picture to put in there?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you can replace it with
So
picture.
if I want to put in image, let's see.
So if you want to put in image, right? Let's say, for example, this one is a photo. So for example, let me drag it. We pretend this one doesn't exist.
Okay.
If you want to create an image, add in an image, you just click plus button over here. And then you look for the elements that you want to use. So for example, image.
Okay.
So you just click apply. Wait. This one I need to. Okay. So image. Yeah. So you can. And then you click on select image over here. So let's say you have designer design for you. Image, for example, this one. Yeah. And then you can drag it and drop it. So of course the size really matters here. So you make sure the dimension is as per what you want for this particular image. And then you see this.
So the dimension I can change or not from here? The size of the image. Can I make it big and small?
It really depends. So because this one is a bit limited, as in what I mean.
So let's see medium.
Yeah, so that's why the actual dimension itself plays a role as well, because this one a bit.
Then how are we going to tell? How do we actually, adjust it? Try and error.
Yeah, this one I have to say really try and error.
Oh, okay.
Or another way is if you have like a screenshot tools, right? You can use the screenshot tool to roughly gauge the what do you call it, the dimension.
Okay.
So you just like a screenshot like this particular area, for example. Then you see what dimension come out. You try and see what your designer can do with it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you can also use this.
Can it? That means can change. What do you use? You just click on the picture.
One moment. You see this arrow button?
Okay.
Yeah, you can try this one also. Just in case that this setting cannot, then you have to revert back to the actual image dimension.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Can.
We'll end in 10 minutes. The call.
Yeah. So I'll create a new link. I'll send to Bell. Bell will send to you. Is that okay?
Okay, can.
So we get off first, then I'll let you know again.
Yeah. Meanwhile, let me run to the ladies.
Okay, can.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. See you in a bit.